Hi guys, Jasmine here. In this video I'm going to be talking to you about 5 things that I've learned to appreciate since I've become a social worker. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm a practicing social worker and I do share my experiences as a social worker on my channel. Definitely subscribe if you're interested. Okay, let's get right into it. So I decided to do this video because I feel like because social workers deal with a lot of traumatic stories and things like that, sometimes it can be hard to find the good things in it. So I thought I'll do a video talking about the things that I've learned to appreciate since I've become a social worker, because for me personally, I found that acknowledging things that I am grateful for has helped me stay happy and content in the moment and where I am with life and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the first thing that I've learned to appreciate since I've become a social worker is basically my life and how it turned out and everything that I have and everybody that I have in my life, and basically everything that's going on for me at the moment I am grateful for. I think hearing traumatic stories on the daily gives you a reality check, and it makes you realize that you're not really different to these people. It could have been you in their shoes. So I've learned to appreciate what I have, because yeah, obviously hearing those stories and seeing those people and experiencing those things definitely reminds you that, oh my god, it could be you, but it's not you. You know, you do have everything that you do have, and it's important to show appreciation for it. The next thing is really random, but I actually really appreciate people calling me back. It's so hard sometimes to get a hold of people, especially when they're in government departments. Sometimes they're just so busy and so caught up in whatever they're doing, so they might forget to call you, or they're just too busy to call you, or they haven't even been able to check their voice messages and stuff like that. So sometimes it can be so hard for people to get back to you. So I really appreciate when people call me back and return my call. This is actually one of the reasons why I made this video, because on Thursday I had actually tried to call someone from a government department, part of the education system, and had a few questions and stuff, but there was no answer. I left a voice message, but I wasn't expecting a call back till like the next week, because I know generally they're quite flat out and stuff like that. But she called me back like maybe 2 hours later, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. So I always make it a point to thank people that call me back, like, and I specifically say thank you so much for calling me back, because I feel like it can be really hard to find people that will actually call you back. So that's something that I'm really grateful for. Another thing that I have learned to show appreciation for is my co-workers. I've actually experienced working in an environment where I didn't really have a good relationship with my co-workers, and I've worked in environments where I barely had co-workers, and I'm currently in an environment where I have really good friendly, cooperative, supportive, understanding co-workers, and I really appreciate that. I feel like because we do work with difficult clients and stuff like that, a lot of the time you want to be able to come out and you want to be able to debrief with someone that's sitting right next to you, and you want to be able to complain without feeling guilty, and you want to be able to talk about things or ask for people's opinion on things. And so it really helps when you have people that are understanding and really just get it, and yeah, it's just really beneficial, and it makes a massive difference. Because imagine, like, if you're dealing with these stories on the daily, and every day once you come out of your session you have no one to talk to, it just builds up, and then, you know, over time, you know, you just will struggle and you probably can't cope. So I definitely really appreciate cooperative co-workers. The fourth thing that I've learned to appreciate since becoming a social worker is cooperative clients. Oh my god, this is so helpful. And even my experience today's Friday, my experience at work today helps reaffirm this, because I actually was supporting a woman who there was a few things happening, so I was trying to assess and see what I can do to support her and stuff like that. But you know, there's a lot of layers. There's mental health, there's an intellectual disability, there's drug and alcohol, so there's a few layers, so it's quite hard to communicate anything to her. So she just talks and talks and talks and talks, and you can't get a word in. Like, yeah, she just can't hear you. So yeah, basically it just reaffirmed how I value clients that are cooperative, because it can be so exhausting when you're working with people that are just not cooperative. This is just an example, but sometimes you can have people that they don't have any mental health issues or anything like that. They just are not very cooperative. Sometimes they like to complain. Sometimes they have a lot of expectations of you, and you know, they expect you to do everything for them rather than them take responsibility for what they need and stuff like that. So I really do appreciate cooperative clients. And when I say cooperative clients, I just mean clients who you know, willing to do some of the work as well. You know, they're grateful that you're holding their hand, but they're willing to, like, you know, do what they need to do in order to get to where they need to get to. You know, obviously I do acknowledge that everyone is in a different spot in their journey, so sometimes that's why people might be a little more difficult to work with. But in saying that, it doesn't take away from the fact that I really appreciate it when I get clients that are cooperative. It makes it so much easier to work with them, because already the work that we're doing is pretty hard. The final thing that I've learned to appreciate since I became a social worker is time alone. I don't know if I'm only saying this because I'm more of an introvert, but I think it's probably a lot of us, because, you know, I have co-workers and they've expressed similar things to me, where, you know, you just learn to appreciate time alone a lot, because at work you're constantly talking to someone, you're constantly thinking, engaging your mind, trying to think of what the best thing to do is and what to say to this person and stuff like that. So when you get home, you're just done. Like, you actually done. You don't want to talk to anyone. You just want to go have dinner, just retreat to your room, go on your phone or read or whatever. So you really learn to appreciate quality time alone, because obviously if you have kids or you have a husband and things like that, it can be hard to get those things. But yeah, that is basically it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. What are you grateful for in your work, in your life in general? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to know. Take care. Bye.